What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. I hope everybody had a fun and safe Super Bowl weekend. During the event, we got a first look at a few things. Over the weekend, we got a first look at some more things. And before we talk about all of it, if you have a second, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, a few highlights in this video would be a first look at the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6, as well as the 2019 Air Jordan 4 Bred, aka Black Cement, or vice versa, whatever you want to call them. Now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Huang has another collaboration with Adidas Originals, once again on the Ultra Boost. This release will coincide with his barbecue he's holding to celebrate Chinese New Year. Now, looking closer, they feature red across the prime knit upper. We have a gold panda logo that lands on the tongue and Chinese characters by the heel. Finishing the look is a white boost midsole and a black outsole. So this pair is dropping at select retailers on February 7th. Retail price is $180. One of the shops that will have them is Extra Butter. Although we have yet to see a first look at the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Salt, we have a potential release date. Now, shown on screen is a Photoshop, but it looks like it's going to feature shades of white and gray while constructed with suede and mesh. Now, as for the potential release date, it is February 23rd. Now, like I said, it's potential, it's not locked in, so that could change. The Nike M2K Tekno, which made its debut in 2018 and is based off the Nike Air Monarch, is releasing with an exotic look. Now, I know some of you are fans of the shoe, so I did want to include it, but looking closer, they have various animal prints throughout. For example, we have leopard, tiger, and a giraffe. In addition, they also have volt accents, a little bit of neon yellow, and then translucent areas on the upper. Completing this pair is a white midsole and black outsole. We don't have specific release information for this pair, but they should be arriving soon. Now, this is probably one of the worst teasers I have showcased, but I feel like it needs to be included. This is potentially an upcoming release of the Nike Kyrie 5 being called UFO. Now, as you can see, all we have a look at is the shroud, or I should say tongue, and what sticks out the most is a spaceship with a basketball. Other than that, we have black detailing, a little bit of white speckles to resemble the night, and we also have some hits of green and blue. Now, currently, it isn't known when or if they're going to release. If I had to guess, yeah, they're going to release, and some people are wondering if it's going to be part of the All-Star collection. Well, Nike did announce their All-Star collection, which I'm going to talk about in a bit, and this pair wasn't included. That doesn't mean they're not going to release around All-Star weekend. Another thing is they could be a Great Skull exclusive, but more information on the way. Images also leaked, which gives us a first look at the Nike LeBron 16 Low. Now, we only have a look at one colorway, and they come dressed in black and tan. Black runs across the upper as well as the tongue and laces, while white lands on the small Nike swoosh in part of the midsole. Tan suede then wraps the heel, which also features a crown. Other details includes both red and pink on the insoles, and an icy translucent outsole. Since we do have official images, it's possible to see a release coming soon, but we don't know a specific date. To me, these aren't bad, but I like the mid/high LeBron 16 more. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It looks like Nike Skateboarding is connecting with Japanese graphic designer Bred. Now, I apologize if I mispronounced that. It's with his brand, Girls Don't Cry, and it looks like they're going to release 2 Nike SB Dunk Lows. Now, in the past, I showcased the first pair, which features mainly red across the upper. Now we have another pair, and that has a shade of gray. They also feature Girls Don't Cry branding on the tongue, insoles, and by the heel. We have white across the midsole and red on the outsole. A pretty straightforward look, but it isn't known when or if they're going to release. More than likely, we will see it happen, we just don't know when, but more details coming soon. Skepta is back with another collaboration. Well, it's going to come later this year, and it is on the Nike Shox TL. Now, if you don't know what this model is, I'm going to throw up an image now. Now, for his collaboration, it'll feature a black and university red color combination. So with that being said, you can expect them to feature mostly black with university red accents throughout. Also, Skepta's branding should be used, not exactly sure where, but as for the release information, they're going to release sometime during fall 2019, and retail price will be $200. Jordan Brand and Nike both unveiled their All-Star collection, and since I did the February 2019 Air Jordan release dates, all those were featured in that video. So if you want to check out Jordan Brand's side of things, it'll be in that video. But we didn't talk about Nikes yet, so I wanted to quickly go over every shoe and the corresponding release date. First up, this is a model we've already seen. This is the Nike Air Max 720 Saturn, and according to Nike, it features a basketball-inspired upper and is a tribute to Charlotte's racing scene. That pair releases on February 12th. Next is the Nike KD11 Ant Pearl. Now, this pair drops on February 14th, and it was created in partnership with the K-Yao Cancer Fund. The Nike KD11 Ant Pearl highlights the names of 59 cancer survivors and their inspiring stories. Now we have the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Floral. This is a women's release, but I've heard a rumor that they're going to release this pair in men's sizes later on. So they drop on February 14th. Next is a Nike Air Force 1 Low, also part of the floral pack, and they drop on February 14th. Next is the Nike Air Swoops 2, dropping on the same day. Last but not least, we have the Nike Vandal 2K, also releasing on February 14th. The Nike PG3 All-Star, which is inspired by the ACG colorway, will release on February 15th. The Kyrie Irving 5 will be a collaboration with Rocket, and they're releasing on February 16th. And then we have the Nike Adapt BB, which is a self-lacing basketball shoe, dropping on February 17th. Last but not least is the Nike Air More Uptempo 720, and they drop on February 17th as well. After rumors circulated back in 2018 that Nike would bring back the Nike Zoom Rookie Galaxy, we finally have our first look at the 2019 release. Now, in comparison to the 2012 release, this pair appears to me that they have kind of a darker theme. I actually like the look better, but as you can see on the Foamposite shell, they feature that galaxy print throughout. We have black, red, and white detailing, and as of now, they drop on February 22nd. I don't know the availability, but we should find that out soon, and a retail price at the time of shooting has yet to be announced, but they possibly could retail at $210 or even more. One of the other details I forgot to mention, actually two, they have a flight tag on the heel that can be removed, and then on the tongue, they have removable flight patches. Once there's more information on this pair, I'll make sure to update you, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We now have detailed images of the Air Jordan 11 Low SC Snakeskin in light bone. Now this pair is slightly starting to grow on me. I'm not a huge fan of the lows unless it's the 13 or the 14. The 11, sometimes it really depends, and as you can see, they come dressed in a light bone university red cell in black color combination. Now, what sticks out the most is the snakeskin texture that runs across the mudguard, and then we have accents of red that lands on the tongue and covers the insoles. As for the release details, for now they're dropping June 1st. That isn't set in stone as of yet. That date could be moved around, and retail price will be $185. Just before the Oklahoma City Thunder took on the Boston Celtics, Russell Westbrook had unveiled the Jordan Wine Knot 0.2 Super Soaker, which also comes with special packaging. Now specifically, this pays tribute to the Super Soaker 50, which released during the 90s. They come with a white upper, shades of green, orange, and some speckled detailing. They also come with the same style box of the Super Soaker 50. Instead, there were some changes made, which was created by Recon Beat Lab on Instagram. Now, unfortunately, this shoe is not going to release. The box was specifically made for Russell Westbrook, and so were the shoes. That to me is a huge letdown because I think both the box and the shoes are extremely dope. The whole concept of this is really cool. This kind of reminds me of the Nike KD4 Nerf that released, I don't know how many years back, but they came with the little Nerf basketball and the hoop and everything. I thought that was extremely cool, and this kind of brought me back to that. So Jordan Brand, if you're hearing this, I don't know if you are or not, probably not, but please put these in existence or something like this. Now, before we jump into the shoe fully, I want to say this is a Photoshop. We don't know how this is going to look, but this is just an example. Take it with a grain of salt. But Jordan Brand is releasing another Chicago-like Air Jordan 1. No, it's not the Chicago Air Jordan 1s that everybody loves and knows about. And I find something really weird here. So this shoe features a black, white, and gym red color combination. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, the gym red pair that I featured in last week's video, I'll throw that up on the screen. That features the same color combination. And a lot of people were talking about that shoe in a negative light, just in the fact that it looks a lot like the not for resale or even the Sports Illustrated Air Jordan 1 when you remove the green stitching. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on that part because it's all about personal preference. But the style number is almost identical. The gym red pair that we've already have seen, the last 3 digits, which is the most important, is 061. Now, on this upcoming release, it'll be 062. Now, in my opinion, I think, and I don't know for sure, this possibly could be a special release. For example, we have the Spider-Verse Air Jordan 1s. A lot of people thought that could be the Chicago Air Jordan 1, a retro release. Turns out that wasn't the case at all. So maybe we'll see something kind of like that. As soon as a first look becomes available, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But as of now, they're going to drop sometime in October, no specific date, and retail price will be $160. Super Bowl 53 just went down, and I gotta admit, that was one of the most boring Super Bowls I've ever watched. Now, obviously, if you're a Patriots fan, a win is a win, so congrats to you. I'm not a fan of either, but to be honest, I would have liked to see the Rams win. However, if you like sneakers and you're not a Patriots fan, maybe the standout was Travis Scott unveiling his Air Jordan 6 collaboration. Now, I must admit, they do look pretty close to the Photoshop done. They feature medium olive across the upper, while black and cell runs across the midsole, and then we have university red accents. One of the key features of this shoe is this mini pouch that's on the side. You could put things in there, a little bit of money or whatever you may want to put in there. I am a fan of the shoe, at least the colorway. The whole pocket thing, I wish it was more hidden. It's kind of out there to me, but I see a lot of people that are liking the shoe. And as of now, all we know is they're going to release sometime during spring or summer 2019. No retail price. And on a side note, something I've seen going around pretty much everywhere is a lot of people thought that there was going to be a special drop during the halftime show. People were talking about it so much, and I kind of pinpointed where it came down to. It's pretty laughable at best, but the only thing is, a rumor is fine. If you have a rumor, but to say it's fact is another thing. You guys already heard me complain about that. But even I myself reached out to somebody I correspond with on a regular basis at Jordan Brand. They are a representative of the company who can say certain things, and if they tell me something, they put me under embargo, that means I cannot speak on it. But I did ask them about if there was going to be a special drop during the Super Bowl halftime show because I was seeing it everywhere. And he told me no. He told me he had not heard anything of that sort. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, he could have told me and put me under embargo where I couldn't tell you guys, but I wouldn't have straight up said it, but I would have hinted at it, and you guys would have got the point. But on the other side of things, I didn't want to come out fully and say that he said no, because I thought, well, what if he's not telling me the truth because he doesn't want to get in trouble? Or what if he just doesn't know because that's not exactly in his department or something? I don't know, guys. I'll be honest. I did kind of wish something dropped at halftime. I thought that would be really cool. But anyways, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 collaboration. Last but not least, we have our first look at the 2019 Air Jordan 4 Bred, Black Cement, whatever you want to call them. I know some of you guys get really mad at me when I call them Bred. And to be honest, back in the day, I used to call them black and red. But on the surface of everything, I mean, they look just like the OGs. They feature Nike Air on the heel. The color looks to be okay. I mean, it almost seems like they used a filter or something was wrong with taking the images. I'm not a photography expert by any means, but to me, it looks like they were trying to get a very white background, so it almost made the shoes a bit faded. Now, what I'm hearing is that these are going to be a general release, but there's going to be less pairs made of these in comparison to the Air Jordan 6 Black and Infrared. Now, what does that mean? I mean, it still means there's going to be a lot of pairs releasing. However, I can guarantee you this will be a lot harder to get than the Air Jordan 6. In my opinion, from things I've seen, the Air Jordan 4 is more popular than the Air Jordan 6. And that's not taken away from the Air Jordan 6 because it's really a dope shoe. Plus, if they're going to be a bit more limited than the Air Jordan 6, I mean, you guys already know how the game plays. But as of now, we got a bit of time for these drop. May 11th is the date. Like always, could be pushed forward or back. Retail price is set at $200. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you watching this and make sure to drop a comment below and let me know from this video what you're looking forward to. And when you're done doing that, if you got a little bit more time, make sure to hit this video with a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.